Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to unlock the door to wealth? Picture this. A once struggling individual, drowning in debt and uncertainty, suddenly transforms their life. This is not a fairy tale. This is a reality waiting for you to embrace. My personal journey towards financial freedom began with a simple realization. The key to wealth lies not just in money, but in the mindset and actions you take. Like a door that opens to new possibilities, this journey started by identifying and facing my fears about money, which were holding me back from reaching my full potential. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming content that can transform your financial mindset. If you're looking for more prosperity and inspiration for your journey, give this video a like now. It helps us share this message with even more people. Share your experiences, questions, or topics you'd like us to cover in the comments below. We're all growing together. And if you know someone who needs this message today, share this video and spread more prosperity to the world. Now let's continue. As I took the first few steps into this new world, I discovered that the path to prosperity is often filled with obstacles, but each hurdle presents an opportunity for growth. I began documenting my thoughts and feelings about money, illuminating the internal barriers I had subconsciously built over the years. I realized that to unlock the door to wealth, I had to let go of limiting beliefs that weighed me down, replacing them with empowering affirmations that encouraged abundance and positivity. So I started surrounding myself with inspirational materials and people who uplifted my vision, making the door wider, ready for me to walk through. The turning point of my journey arrived unexpectedly during a moment of contemplation. What did wealth truly mean to me? Beyond the material gains, I understood that richness is also about freedom and choices. By focusing on what wealth could bring, a life filled with experiences and generosity, I ignited a passion that propelled me forward. This personal awakening became the foundation upon which I built my financial journey. Eventually, unlocking the door to wealth transformed into a pursuit of purpose rather than a chase for money, blending passion with action. This pivotal realization set the course for my ascending journey into a prosperous future. Have you ever found yourself in a constant race against time and money, feeling as if there's never enough to go around? The truth is, shifting from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance can radically change your financial landscape. When I first explored this transformation, it felt surreal. How could simply changing my thoughts influence my reality? Yet every day I began to practice gratitude for what I had, and slowly, a new world opened up for me. I learned that abundance isn't solely about wealth, but also about the rich experiences and relationships we foster along the way. As I delved deeper into the mindset shift, I found it essential to recognize the power of my thoughts. I started challenging negative beliefs that surrounded me, such as, money is hard to earn, or there are only limited resources. By reframing these limiting thoughts into empowering beliefs, like prosperity flows to me effortlessly, I began to notice a significant shift in my perspective. This simple act of self-reflection changed how I approached opportunities and decisions, allowing me to see possibilities rather than obstacles. The results were evident not just in financial gains, but in the overall richness of my life. I found myself attracting new opportunities, meeting like-minded individuals, and discovering creative solutions to challenges. This abundant mindset created a ripple effect. When I shared my resources and knowledge with others, it seemed to come back to me tenfold. Embracing this shift wasn't merely about changing how I viewed money. It was about cultivating a life filled with hope and endless possibilities, where wealth was a natural outcome of a mindset founded on abundance. What does getting rich really mean to you? For many, it conjures images of luxurious cars, grand homes, and extravagant vacations. However, it's crucial to peel back these layers of glitz and glamour to uncover the reality behind wealth. The truth is that getting rich is often misconceived as solely accumulating vast amounts of money, but it transcends material possessions. It's about understanding the value of what you have and learning how to leverage that effectively to create lasting wealth. One of the biggest myths surrounding wealth is that it is reserved only for the fortunate few. I once believed that only those with immense luck or inheritance could achieve significant financial success. Yet, I discovered that many who are wealthy today started from humble beginnings. They worked hard, educated themselves, and made strategic choices, breaking the mold of the stereotypical wealthy individual. This realization shifted my perspective, showing me that wealth is accessible to anyone willing to put in the effort. Moreover, getting rich doesn't solely hinge on having a high income. It's about cultivating financial intelligence, understanding investment strategies, and making your money work for you. Rather than viewing wealth as a destination, I learned to see it as a journey of continuous growth, where learning, adapting, and evolving are key components of achieving financial success. By debunking these myths, I paved the way for a more realistic and empowering view on wealth, one that allowed me to understand that I, too, could become rich on my own terms. Have you ever made a wish for your financial future, yet felt unsure about how to turn that vision into reality? Setting intentions is a powerful starting point in your journey to wealth. When I began my quest for financial freedom, I realized that vague dreams would get me nowhere. I needed to be specific about what I wanted to achieve. I started by writing down my financial goals, from paying off debt to saving for a dream home. This clarity allowed me to visualize not just the end result, but the steps necessary to reach them. Visualizing my goals became a daily practice. I not only wrote my intentions, but took time each day to imagine myself living that reality. This mental exercise helped me cultivate feelings of excitement and motivation. By picturing the life I wanted, waking up in my dream home or traveling to new destinations, I infused energy into my aspirations. I discovered that this practice wasn't just about wishful thinking. It became a powerful tool to manifest the life I envisioned, bridging the gap between where I was and where I wanted to be. Setting intentions also meant holding myself accountable. I learned to regularly review my goals, celebrating small victories while adjusting my path when necessary. This process fostered a sense of responsibility and commitment, reinforcing my resolve to achieve my financial dreams. Intentions gave a purpose to my actions, transforming mundane tasks into stepping stones on my way to wealth. As I cultivated this habit of setting clear financial intentions, it became a game changer in how I approached my personal and financial growth. Have you ever noticed how small habits can create significant changes over time? When I began my journey toward wealth, I discovered the immense power of habits in shaping my financial reality. Initially, I underestimated the importance of simple daily actions, thinking they were insignificant compared to big decisions. However, as I focused on making small, constructive changes, like tracking my expenses or setting aside a portion of my income for savings, I noticed a remarkable shift in my financial situation. These seemingly minor adjustments laid the groundwork for building wealth. Incorporating habits that promote prosperity became a vital part of my routine. I started each day by reading a few pages of a financial book or listening to podcasts about wealth-building strategies. This commitment to lifelong learning expanded my knowledge and confidence. Additionally, I developed the habit of budgeting weekly, which helped me create a clear picture of my cash flow and spending patterns. Over time, these habits turned risky money behaviors into responsible practices, setting a solid foundation for my financial journey. The true beauty of cultivating good habits lies in their compounding effect. Just as interest accrues over time, so do the benefits of the positive habits I adopted. I noticed how these small changes not only improved my finances, but also enhanced my mindset. I found myself becoming more disciplined and motivated, further fueling my wealth-building efforts. As I embraced the power of habits, I realized they were the driving force behind my progress. Simple changes that led to significant results, proving that getting rich can indeed start with just a few consistent actions. Have you ever thought about investing in yourself as the best financial decision you can make? In my early journey toward wealth, I quickly realized that enhancing my skills and knowledge was critical for long-term success. Investing in yourself means dedicating time and resources to further develop your abilities, whether through formal education, online courses, or self-directed learning. This investment pays dividends that no stock market or savings account can match, fostering both personal and professional growth that ultimately leads to financial prosperity. The skills I chose to develop were carefully aligned with my passions and career aspirations. For example, I enrolled in workshops to strengthen my negotiation skills, which proved invaluable in securing better job offers and promotions. Additionally, I explored educational resources on financial literacy, understanding investment strategies, and entrepreneurship. Each piece of knowledge accumulated was like adding a brick to my foundation of wealth, making me more competent and confident in my financial decisions. As I continued to invest in myself, I also made meaningful connections along the way. Networking with like-minded individuals opened doors to new opportunities and collaborations that further accelerated my growth. I learned that self-investment is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's also about building a strong support system. By surrounding myself with motivated individuals, I became part of a community that encouraged me to aim higher and push my limits. In essence, investing in myself transformed not only my financial outlook, but my entire perspective on life. Have you ever considered how diversifying your income can be a game changer in your financial journey? When I first learned about multiple income streams, it felt like a revelation. Relying solely on a single paycheck can be risky, leaving you vulnerable to unforeseen circumstances like job loss or economic downturns. I quickly realized that by creating additional income sources, such as freelancing, investing, or starting a side business, I could build a safety net that would allow me to weather financial storms while simultaneously increasing my wealth potential. The process of diversifying my income streams opened my eyes to new possibilities. I began to explore my passions and skills outside of my primary job, which led to opportunities I never anticipated. For instance, I started a blog related to my interests, which eventually turned into a source of passive income through affiliate marketing and ad revenue. This experience taught me the importance of being proactive and adaptable, as every venture I pursued offered valuable lessons and contributed to my overall financial portfolio. As I built multiple streams of income, I discovered the power of leveraging time and resources effectively. I learned to automate processes, invest in income-generating assets, and collaborate with others to maximize efficiency. Each new income source not only provided additional cash flow, but also sparked creativity and motivation in my primary career. This approach to diversification reinforced the idea that the path to wealth is not only about hard work, but also about smart work, finding innovative ways to earn and grow my financial resources. Have you ever thought about how relationships can play a crucial role in your financial growth? When I started my journey to wealth, I was surprised to learn that networking is not just a buzzword, it is a vital ingredient in the recipe for success. Building meaningful relationships with individuals from diverse backgrounds can open doors that would otherwise remain closed. From mentors who provide guidance to peers who share valuable insights, the connections you cultivate can lead to opportunities that accelerate your financial progress. Networking, I found, is about mutual growth. It's not merely a way to seek favors or connections. It's about building a community where everyone supports each other's aspirations. I began attending workshops, seminars, and financial meetups where I met people who inspired me and challenged my thinking. These interactions not only expanded my knowledge, but also helped me forge partnerships that could lead to collaborative projects and new income streams. I learned that investing time in nurturing these relationships would yield dividends far exceeding any monetary investment. As I refined my networking skills, I saw the impact it had on both my personal and professional life. I started to surround myself with other ambitious individuals who motivated me to stay focused on my goals. The key was to approach networking with authenticity, genuinely listening to others, offering help, and sharing resources without the expectation of immediate returns. This approach allowed me to build trust and foster long-term connections. Ultimately, I discovered that networking isn't just a tool for financial growth. It's a way to create a supportive ecosystem conducive to thriving, both financially and personally. Have you ever been paralyzed by fear and doubt when thinking about pursuing your financial goals? It's a common experience. The journey to wealth can be daunting, filled with uncertainties and challenges that often trigger our insecurities. I vividly remember the moments when self-doubt crept in, whispering that I wasn't skilled enough or that my dreams were too ambitious. However, I learned that overcoming these emotions is crucial to taking actionable steps toward building wealth. My first breakthrough was acknowledging my fears rather than letting them dictate my choices. Creating a blueprint for action allowed me to transform fear into a motivating force. I began to break down my financial goals into smaller, manageable tasks. By setting daily, weekly, and monthly objectives, I could focus on tangible progress rather than feeling overwhelmed by the bigger picture. Each completed task boosted my confidence and proved that I was capable of taking control of my financial destiny. Over time, I found that acknowledging and confronting my fears not only diminished their power, but also fueled my determination to succeed. Empowering myself through action also meant learning from setbacks along the way. Instead of viewing failures as dead ends, I started seeing them as valuable lessons that paved the way for growth. Whenever I stumbled, I documented the experience and analyzed what went wrong, turning it into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. This shift in perspective helped me forge ahead with resilience, creating an unwavering belief in my abilities. Ultimately, overcoming fear and doubt became not just a necessary step on my financial journey, but a vital part of developing a mindset that thrives on courage and perseverance. Have you ever felt inspired by stories of ordinary people who achieved extraordinary wealth? Real success stories can be incredibly motivating, serving as powerful reminders that financial freedom is attainable for anyone, regardless of their background. As I embarked on my wealth-building journey, I sought out narratives of those who had transformed their lives from modest beginnings to financial abundance. These stories painted a vivid picture of possibility and ignited a spark of hope in me, showing that with determination and effort, anyone can shift their reality. One particular story resonated deeply with me: a woman who started as a single mother working multiple low-paying jobs, but decided to change her circumstances. She diligently educated herself on personal finance, invested in herself, and turned her passion for cooking into a thriving catering business. This example showed me that resilience and a clear vision could lead to tremendous success. It inspired me to take action in my own life, understanding that each small effort compounded over time could lead to significant changes. Hearing these success stories not only motivated me, but also provided valuable lessons I could apply to my journey. They highlighted the importance of setting clear goals, maintaining focus, and being open to learning from mistakes. Moreover, I learned that sharing these stories creates a ripple effect, encouraging others to embark on their financial journeys. As I immersed myself in these narratives, I realized that the path to wealth is often paved with dedication and perseverance, lessons learned from ordinary people who dared to dream and take action, paving the way for their success. Have you ever faced a setback that felt like the end of your journey? For many on the road to wealth, failure can be a daunting experience. However, embracing failure is one of the most crucial lessons I learned during my personal growth journey. At first, I viewed failure as a sign of defeat, something to be avoided at all costs. But as I reflected on my experiences, I realized that failures are often the building blocks of success. They provide invaluable lessons that can guide you toward your ultimate goals. One of the most significant failures I encountered was a business venture that didn't go as planned. I poured my time and resources into it, only to see it collapse. The initial feelings of disappointment and embarrassment were overwhelming. However, instead of wallowing in despair, I took a step back to analyze what went wrong. By embracing this moment of failure as an opportunity for growth, I learned about my weaknesses, refined my strategies, and gained a clearer perspective on what truly mattered in my financial journey. Through this embracing of failure, I began to adopt a growth mindset, one that views challenges as opportunities to improve rather than obstacles. Each setback transformed into a stepping stone, propelling me further along my path to success. I understood that every successful individual has faced failure. It's not a question of whether you will fail, but how you respond to it that defines your trajectory. By sharing my own failures and the lessons learned with others, I discovered that resilience in the face of adversity can inspire not just myself, but those around me to embrace their own journeys toward wealth with confidence. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the prospect of achieving wealth, not knowing where to start? The first step toward abundance is often the most crucial, and it begins with a simple commitment to change your mindset and actions. I remember when I was standing at the crossroads of financial uncertainty, contemplating my goals and aspirations. It dawned on me that the journey to wealth doesn't begin with the pursuit of money. It begins with a shift in perspective. To attract abundance, I had to first believe that it was possible for me. In that pivotal moment, I made a conscious decision to set my intentions. I started by writing down my financial goals and envisioning what my life would look like once I achieved them. This act of visualization became a powerful catalyst for change. My dreams transformed from abstract wishes into concrete objectives, creating a roadmap I could follow. I learned that simply wishing for wealth was not enough. Taking actionable steps rooted in a clear vision was essential to manifesting the life I desired. As I embraced this new mindset, I began to take consistent steps towards my goals, no matter how small. Each day, I reminded myself of my intentions and sought opportunities to learn and grow. This commitment to action initiated a ripple effect. The more I focused on abundance, the more opportunities began to present themselves. Ultimately, my path to abundance has taught me that the first step toward wealth is indeed the most important. It's the choice to believe in your potential and take deliberate actions toward the life you envision.